Hey guys, welcome back to our live stream. Today in this live stream, we are going to be playing some more Minecraft Drain Master Builder. Now, for those of you who have not seen the previous 102 streams, I highly recommend check them out. Last stream, we finished building up all of the maze walls. So this stream, we will be... I don't know. So there's a couple of things we can do, of course. There's always the building more trees that we need to do, and building out the mountain on the outside of the map. Oh, I forgot to turn on the vibrant visuals. Or we can make a roof over the maze. The issue is I don't have a good idea about how we're going to do the roof over the maze. Sorry, my phone's been having a lot of internet issues today, so I won't be able to view my other stream. Which, for those of you who do not know, I'm actually streaming two streams at once. One stream is my vertical format, that way as you're scrolling through shorts or whatever, you'll be able to find it. And I have a horizontal format, that way if you want to see more of the gameplay than a small portion of it, that is where I recommend going. Hello, Diana. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a great day so far. Is it me or is it deathly quiet? There's just no music playing. Okay. What is my name? My name is the Bagel Master. Or you can just call me Bagel. Okay, yeah, I think, so what we're gonna do is definitely do a dome. However, I don't know... So I'm laying platform here, so what I'm laying for this is you jump down, you go land on the slime blocks, and after you do that, you can go out and overlook the entire maze. However, I don't know how I want to do this, since if there's going to be walls on both sides, you'll only be able to see really what's just in front of you. So, I don't know. Oh, I need some cinnabar stairs. There we go. How do I do the roof again? Okay, so it's just... Hold up. Okay, yeah. Okay, so it's just a flat roof. Good to know. Cool. So, how am I going to do this? Hello, Ibram? Sorry if I mispronounced that. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a great day so far. Okay. This looks good. So now it's just a matter of how are we going to make it to where we can overlook the entire area. So about right here. Is that right? Okay, one block further to the left. Or to the right, I mean. And then here? That might be a little... Yeah, that's definitely too close. There we go. And somehow... So, 4 twos. Okay. Cool. So... how... Now that's good. We need to figure out how to make it to where we can make this flat so people can see, while also preventing them from getting on this area. Okay. Well, I could use glass, but that kinda... I feel like that's an option we should not do. I feel like it won't fit the theme of the dungeon. copper... Maybe? I'm able to see through it well enough. But it doesn't really match the color scheme of things. This is gonna be tricky to find. Ooh, I think I got an idea for our next dungeon. Because I scrolled by the sculk blocks. And I think I have a cool idea for when we do it. However, I'll have to wait for us to start working on that dungeon in order for us to do it. What would be... I wish I could just type in see-through block. And then it'll show all the blocks that are see-through. No, because people could still walk on the edge. I am thinking about just using barrier blocks, or... yeah, it'd have to be barrier blocks. But I want to avoid using that, kinda. There's no rule against me using it, I guess. But still, I don't know. I feel like that's kinda cheating. At the same time, I don't have any other ideas, so... barrier block it is. I guess this... oh wait, this isn't the second time, or first time that I've used the barrier blocks, I realize now. Because I actually used these in my last dungeon for platforms. So... if anything, this is better than using them for platforms, I feel like. So I think this should be fine. Completely see-through, but impassable. Now I feel like I should copy this on both sides of the map, though, at the very least. Or on all sides of the map. Oh, this looks cool. I haven't actually seen this from beneath yet. That's interesting. Okay, that should be fine, right? Yeah, it looks... I feel like that's acceptable, so... We'll stick with this, and... do I want to try and copy... Do I want to use the structure block to copy and paste this on all sides of the map? I feel like... No. Because I don't want to risk damaging the rest of the map too much. Or at least the rest of the dungeon. But at the same time, it definitely would speed things up. I don't know. Faster is not always better, so... Let's just stick with doing this on all sides of the map. Cool. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 14 on all sides. Or on both areas. Why is this and what I'm counting not lining up? Oh. Because this is actually wider in the back. Okay, so I have to fix that real quick. 7. Okay, 7 wide in the back. This is only 5 wide. This line up. Yep. Okay. Cool. Ugh, that explains why things were not lining up. Uh-oh. Oh no. Actually, this should be fine, or fixable at the very least. This is gonna be a weird portion of the maze. Okay, everything looks fine. There's still a 1 block space on both sides. Cool. This is the only part of my maze like this, which is less than preferable, because it's a little bit weird. But then again, weirdness is not always a bad thing. Oh no, it's gonna happen again, isn't it? Okay. That's not as bad. Yeah, that's fine. Why is that still not lining up? This is 7. I didn't get this dead on? Wow, okay. Designing this maze is a lot harder than I thought. Okay, well, at least I'm learning this all now. Okay, yep, that's right. Okay, so it might not be the only portion of my maze that's like that. But still. Wait, no. Yes. Well, a good thing we had a lot of extra space to the left. Because otherwise, this would not have worked out. So we got really lucky in that sense. Okay, that's alright. Yeah, okay, cool. 4. Finally lined up. Cool. Hopefully these are lined up at the very least. They look lined up. Cool, okay. We got all of those marked out now. So it goes 1, so it's 4 twos. Okay, cool. Hello, IDK who I am. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a great day so far. We are currently messing with miscalculations that I had. How am I doing? I'm doing quite well. How about you? Is my mic working? Okay, just making sure. Sometimes sometimes my mic will just not work. Sometimes without me knowing it, and like it'll work at the beginning of the stream, but not later in the stream. So I always get scared that's going to happen when I'm streaming. Okay. Well, at least it's a good thing we did this because it's helping us find... It helped us find misaligned errors that we had, that we didn't realize we had. Okay, so how tall does this need to be? Nine blocks tall. I guess I'll have to put something, like, fancy on the back wall here. That way, we can have it as something other than just a blank area. And that goes for all of these areas. I did not count that at all. 1, 2... Okay. Okay, I'm gonna pop in a music disc and then use the restroom, and then I shall return. Let's see, let's do other side, since we've been doing bounce a lot. BRB. Oh yeah, I forgot to do something. So the other day, after I finished the maze, I brought my friend back to see what I had done, or what I typically can do in one stream. And then we went over here to my Hollow Knight reference area, and I realized I can make this so much better. Nope. There we go. We have a little Hollow Knight face. Or I guess not Hollow Knight, the Knight, the Shade, whatever you want to call them. There was also something else. I think he told me to put a sign there that... Oh, yeah, I remember. Okay, that's why I liked it so much. Sign. This will be the first and probably only sign in the map. So I think that's a bit cool. Cool. That's what he wanted me to do, and I'm like, that is a great idea. Oh, what was it? Oh yeah, honeycomb. I forgot that you can honeycomb signs to make it where people can't change them. So, yeah, now we have a cool Hollow Knight reference area. Or a cooler. Yeah, hold up. Let's see what happens if I move this down one. I think I prefer it up there. Cool. It also makes sense because this is a hollowed out cave area, so... I mean, it makes sense either way for the sign to be there. Kinda. Anyways... I think I have some idea on what I want to do for the roof of this area. But for now, let's just fill out the floor as well as figure out what kind of back area we want. Now that I've added that one sign, I am considering going back to my villages that I've made and putting signs on a lot of things, like saying or naming the restaurant, or saying what the blacksmiths are by saying the blacksmith. Kind of like how I assume they used to back in the olden days, where they would have a sign outside that says what the place is and like a brand. So I might do that, but we'll see. Because it does feel a bit odd for that to be the only sign on the map. Okay, there we go. Now, I guess we'll do this one first. Okay, well now that just looks like an eye watching over the entire arena. Now that's more window-shaped. Yeah, I guess that's fine. How does this look? I think I prefer that. Yeah. It looks fancier, and that is what I wanted, so... And these windows will help players... Well, actually, I don't know if you can see them from down here. Oh yeah, you can't at all. I was gonna say it'll help players keep track of where they are. However, that will not be the case. I want to make this area slightly more obvious. Will that bother me? I feel like that will bother me. Basically, we're just inverting the area here. Nice. And how visible is that area? Okay, a lot more visible, so that's good. Very nice. So, we still have 5 minutes at the very least. So what I want to do now then is, I guess this, where we outline all of this area. And hope that it looks good. I kind of feel like there was something else that my friend told me to do, but I don't remember what it was. Okay, this feels a lot more Roman architecture now. Or feels a lot more like that. Okay, one more area, and then you got all the stairs for these wall areas done. I need to go back to all the different places and make sure they have the corner areas lined up correctly. Okay, check. Correct. So far, so good. Perfect. Okay, well, I can either end the stream here or continue. I want to continue. I should continue. But at the same time, I don't know. I guess I can just do the walls here. I don't really know what I'm going to do for the ceiling yet, though. I feel like I need to do something in the corners later to make it stand out more. Technically, I don't have to. I like making things look better, especially if I can figure out a way how to. Oh, we're kind of under the pillar biome, I just realized. I did not know that. There should be plenty of room still for the dungeon under that biome, though. There we go. Okay, well, now that's all done. I'd love it if we could just leave it as a starry night sky above us and everywhere we look. But I know we can't do that because, for one, most of the night sky is covered up. Two, we can't leave the map in an endless nighttime. Or preferably, we don't. And three, I don't know. Well, looks like we still have plenty of height to work with, so hopefully next stream we'll figure out what we are going to do. Anyways, I think that's good for now. So next stream on Tuesday, we'll work on the ceiling, I guess. Anyways, I want to say thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later. Please like, subscribe to the channel, and comment which kind of stream you'd like to see me do next. Also, if you'd like to play with me or other members of the Bagel Army, please join my Discord server. Link's in the description. And without further ado, have a bagler day. Bye, guys.